What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and in today's video we're taking a look at the latest updates surrounding this insane Vultures rollout, including merch, shipping controversy, and even some more listening parties. Now before we get started, I wanted to give a special shout out to the homie Strain Beats, who's been cooking up the beats for these videos, so make sure you guys check him out. And while you're here, you might as well drop a like and subscribe and join our free Discord to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest. Shout out to all of my chefs in there. And one time I want to give a special shout out to the homie Keaton, who's always active in the server and dropping knowledge, so I appreciate you, my dog. Now if you're watching this video, chances are you've probably purchased one of Kanye's new $20 Yeezy or Vultures merch pieces, and like me, you've probably not received a single piece. And it's hard not to feel like, looking at this collection, it's kind of an L at the moment despite the great value, because the shipping situation has been pretty horrendous. And although I haven't received a single piece of Vultures merch that I originally ordered all the way back in December, every single day when I do research for these videos, I've been finding more and more fans finally receiving pieces, with most comments on my videos mentioning that their merch basically just showed up at their front door without any other notice or any other updates. And while it's great they have been receiving them, I personally really don't like that, because you might miss the package, somebody might finesse it, or worse. Now for those of you that are already in my Discord, you know this and I appreciate all of my chefs, but it was over the last 2 days or so that Kanye and his team updated Yeezy.com yet again, this time removing all of the $20 Vultures merch collection, which I want to believe is because they're hard at work on getting all of our orders out, but that remains to be seen. And while I probably won't be vibing like this until I actually get my Vultures merch in hand, today we got some exciting news on the development of Vultures Volume 2, with the following brand new Vultures listening parties seemingly popping up out of nowhere in several states. Now most importantly, I want you to notice that under each arena it mentions that this is a Vultures 1 and 2 listening experience. And although I just saw Travis Scott bring Ye out in Orlando, you best believe I'm gonna do my best to attend this listening party, because I honestly have a feeling I'll have a better chance at getting my merch there than in the mail. And interestingly enough, while I was wrapping up the research for this video and before I click save, unfortunately some of these listening party events have now disappeared, so we'll take these with a grain of salt. But if nothing more, I do think it's positive that they're advertising Vultures 2 as part of this listening experience and not just a repeat of Vultures 1. Now as far as the controversy surrounding this Vultures and Yeezy merch shipping situation, we've got the following information from Yes Jules, who used to be part of Kanye's inner camp, where she goes on to mention that the team essentially knew that the 4-week shipping was not going to happen, and implies that customers are entitled to and should file a class action lawsuit in regards to the false advertising with the shipping. And while I don't think that the class action lawsuit would actually yield us fans anything serious, nor is it that deep, what I think is more interesting is that we have somebody who was really part of Kanye's camp basically confirming that there were never any plans for this stuff to ship on time, and it was basically a pre-order. Which really doesn't make sense to me, given that they weren't pushing digital sales of the album like other artists do with merch bundles, so I really don't know. Now if you do want some dope merch that isn't going to take 10 years to arrive, check out my website at wedontcookfood.com, and I appreciate you. Now as far as the pieces that are available on his website, I do think that there is still value with the $20 price point, and I don't want to put that down. However, I'm personally holding off myself at this time, as I'm still waiting almost 4 months for my original pieces. And as far as the merch that's still sitting on Yeezy.com, I wanted to highlight again his upcoming Hypebeast magazine article that's available right now for $20, in which he allegedly talks about his plans for releasing Vultures Volume 2 and 3 on his own platform, which, speaking of, is currently being developed and is in its active beta phase of testing. Now the footage that you guys can see right here is of this upcoming Yeezy app, and shout out to my dog Keaton again for providing this footage as he got access to it, which basically shows this Yeezy app as a one-stop shop for everything Kanye related, allowing you to purchase everything from the Yeezy merch to checking out the latest used news and so much more. And also taking in mind his plans to exclusively release these upcoming albums on this app. So I'd love to know in the comments if you guys think this is a good idea, and if you're curious and following the updates on this one, I'll go ahead and include the Yeezy app official Twitter link right here. Now while the hip hop world has been busy choosing sides in the latest hip hop civil war and beef, this time between Kendrick and Drake, West, seemingly out of nowhere off the top rope, decided to tweet the following, accusing Kanye of basically stealing his whole flow on the song Carnival. And while I don't know if it's wise of Sheck to pop off at Ye like this in public, he would respond by trolling him, listening to the song Mo Bamba, obviously showing him it's not that serious. Now, with all that being said, I'd love to know what your thoughts are in the comments. Do you think that we as fans should file a class action lawsuit, given that they're definitely finessing us on the shipping? Do you think it's fair? And do you think we're actually ever going to receive Vultures Volume 2 at this rate? I wanted to end this video with this famous Kanye tweet where he mentions let the kids have the music, by also adding let the fans have the damn merch, yay. Now, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Let us know some good news if you actually got your merch in. And as always, thank you guys so much for cooking with the kitchen. Remember to stay safe out there, guys, and remember, it's lit straight up and peace.